how to create more interest in British sports and how make it happen that all those amazing athletes are getting financially supported and sponsored. Here's a very simple idea. Television channel, could be even online, something like on a YouTube channel or even on Facebook, where all the regional and national competitions are filmed. Now, this can be filmed by amateurs. It's not a problem. Every swim competition where the young lads are starting in the region, then they're moving on, maybe to the district, maybe they're moving on, or starts in the district, then it moves on in a region, then it moves on national, and then maybe the international. But if the international is maybe more complicated, because of course the rights of the sports. But if you do it nationally, internal, then that can be, the rights can be worked out with the camera companies or with the athlete team, with the teams. Or I don't know how that whole works, but it could be completely done. So every gymnast competition for the young lads, every karate, every judo, every cycling, and that television would just show 24/7 all those sports. There would be plenty of amateur cameramen and camerawomen who would be happy to go to this competition. Someone's mother and father could film the competition and just put it on television, and that would raise a lot of money via advertise to actually sponsor these sports people. Because what is going on at the moment, that the people have to go to crowdfunding and fund their own own dreams, like the BMX lady and the lovely rower who needs to start working on the 4th of August for the NHS to help people survive COVID. This is an absolute disgrace. Those sports people should be funded, all of them. And if the ones who are not capable to achieve, you will see on the results, then you would then tell them nicely, sorry, we need to drop you because you don't bring any money in. So these people would be out there finding sponsors like Vuko.com. Vuko.com would be very happy to offer £10,000 to support that television show. Absolutely. And this would be a start to absolutely encourage grassroots sports, and that would just 24/7 it would push out those sports. I mean, in swimming, by the time Adam Peaty went to the Olympics, imagine how many districtal, regional and national swims he had to make. Very few had been shown on the telly, so people are not aware of that. There is no money because people are not aware, but there's a lot of people who would be encouraged to watch it. Then sponsors would get involved and things would take off. This is the way it's done. You can't expect an athlete to pay for their own training, for their own traveling, for their own equipment, and then bring home gold, and then you say, oh, it's a British athlete. Well, yeah, it's a British athlete, but you shouldn't really you should have paid this person, because if you want to achieve greatness, you can't work 8 hours a week, 8 hours a day, and then do another 5 hours training after that. You have a family to look after, you have a boyfriend, you have a girlfriend. Some of them are married, they have husbands, they have wives. Some of them have to look after the parents. I mean, this is an absolute disgrace. So something needs to be done about it, and this is an idea. You can easily set up a television, and Sky couldn't buy the rights, because we would say, no, this is all volunteer, so go away, sod off, And if they want to buy in, then it's okay, no problem, they can buy in. But then the income from what they pay will go to the packet of this to to the wallet of its athletes. And of course, you give the people the chance, but if you see some of them who just using you and wants the money and don't perform and don't achieve anything, then with those we would say, well, we're very sorry, but since you haven't achieved, then we have to drop you. But I mean, come on, how can you drop someone like this BMX lady who just won gold medal? And many others who would have done much more if they wouldn't have had to work 40 hours a week. I mean, this is an absolute disgrace. I'm really, really disappointed. And this is the idea. It is one of my ideas which would show these sports. Young lads starting out in go-kart, starting out in this skiing. You can't see these sports. They're nowhere to be seen. And yes, of course, I would watch a go-kart race from an upcoming talent like, let's say, back in the days, Lewis Hamilton. Yeah, but that it wasn't shown on television. Maybe once in a blue moon. Now they're popping up. These videos are popping up on YouTube, but nobody ever seen those races. And now everybody has a phone. Everybody can take a video. Everybody can be a videographer. Everybody can be a photographer. It doesn't need to have a big team around it. Me as a father, if I take my boy to a go-kart race, I would be very happy to film the race from that corner. Another father who sits in another corner would film it from another corner, and then videos would be shared, and people would show interest. I mean, this would be the way forward. Someone's son is into judo, he would film the judo competition. Someone's son is into baseball or basketball. Film the basketball competition, and then it would be all updated to this YouTube channel. Some of the stuff would be live, of course, and then a lot of people would show interest, and all the income, all the sponsors then would come and say, okay, well, you know, this is watched. There's a lot of interest in swimming. This is 10 years old. Start sponsoring him, because a lot of parents can't afford to take their children, and this is just up to national. I mean, if it gets international, this goes out of the world. I mean, you have to take your son to a competition to Italy. I mean, who can afford that on a daily basis or on a weekly basis? And okay, some parents can, but most of the parents can't, and a lot of talent gets wasted because people, parents and fathers and grandfathers and grandmothers simply can't afford it. And a lot of amazing talent get wasted. So the technology is out there, and if the channel gets bigger, then you could employ this proper videographers. But everybody who swims in a competition, their parents is there up to a certain age. So those parents could straight away do the videos or whatever. Maybe one of the fathers is a photographer, could do the photographies, put them up, an amazing website for it, an amazing YouTube channel for it, a Facebook channel, and just push those competitions left, right, and center. Every day, so much stuff going on. I just mentioned a few sports, but what about tennis? What about table tennis? What about athletics? You know, you take your son, you're 14 years on a competition somewhere in Newcastle. Why can you not film this competition? Of course you can. This is nothing hold you back. Okay, maybe these competitions are filmed anyway, or possibly they're filmed anyway. And if they are, maybe you can approach this right, or something. I mean, basically, something basically needs to be done. This is my whole point here. If you really want your country to profit from all the talent, like China. Okay, they have 1.4 billion people. Britain with 60 million cannot compare, because the more people there are, the more talent is. It's fact. It's just a simple fact. You know, from 1,000 lottery tickets, you have more chances to win than from one lottery ticket. This is not even logic. This is like, you know, I think if you have an IQ more than room temperature, then you can work it out. But those sports people in China, they are sponsored by the state, and of course they're winning because they have nothing to do, or they just to work and work hard. And they're gonna get paid the money, and they deliver. And this is one of the best advertising for a country. If their sports people bring home the gold medal, this is a free advertise for the country, for holidays, for tourism, indirectly, of course. Like just because someone won a medal in judo, let's say, for the Czech Republic today, that doesn't mean that the tourism in Czech Republic will go bigger. But there are many people who never heard of a city Brno. And the two shooters from the Czech Republic, who one won gold and one was silver, they are both from Brno. Now, if you like to travel, say, hang on, I like shooting, let me check out Brno, I just go there. Leave alone many people never heard about San Marino. The first medal for San Marino in the history of Olympics, a bronze medal. Yeah, boom. A lot of people would go to San Marino. This is just and this is just the tourism. But many other political things, and it's just it would be just so simple. So come on, guys, give me some comment and let's start up something.